So I made this tracker for floating Rome, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use it. So it's nothing fancy, but hopefully be helpful for you to manage your core requirements and any additional buildings you want to build. So the first tab just has a list of all the buildings. You can reference this. We'll also be copy and pasting from here into our tracker to reduce the amount of manual data entry. The main thing to know is that for each set of town hall requirements, the tracker is in two parts. The first part is once you have started the Town Hall upgrade and you're preparing for it to be unlocked. In this case, Town Hall 13 takes 48 hours or 2 days to finish, during which time we will be preparing for our core requirements in pink, which is Mana Pool 13 and Trading Post 6, as well as building any other things that we want to build. Once Town Hall 13 is unlocked, we then move on to part two, and once we've built our Mana Pool 13 and Trading Post 6, which take 36 hours, we can then use this tracker to prepare for the Town Hall 14 materials, which will be ready in 36 hours, and any other buildings we can build using the resources that we have left. So how do you read the tracker? At the start, it's just for you to note, minimum storage is simply the largest amount of resources, which in this case is 720,000 limonite from Mana Pool 13. I also recommend that you have a bit more storage than that. You can decide what buffer that you want to have. Here at the top, the main thing to know is that what you need to manually input is in green. So you go to your game, you pull in the current stock of resources that you have, as well as the rate per minute, and just input this here. And for the time left, you can update this in real time if you want to keep track of things. Okay, so it's covering here, but it's got about 12 and a half hours left. And what this will do is that it will take your current stock, the amount that you're going to produce in the remaining time, and give you the amount of total stock so that you know if you have enough materials for your core requirements, and as well as the remaining stock here tells you after saving the amounts of materials for that, this is the amount that you have left that you're able to build other stuff. So in this case, I've decided to use the remaining amount of resources to build Quarry 10, Iron Smelter 11, and that's just about enough. But for demo, let's say we wanted to build another Iron Smelter. So we put that in here and we go to our floating realm tab. We copy and paste from lumber to population for iron smelter 11, and we paste it in here. Nice and simple. And so it will tell you, uh-oh, you're in trouble. Your remaining stock is this. So we can't afford to build that, but that's just for demo. And if we copy and paste, it's quite nice. It will hold the formula. We add in lumber, we can see that it works. So you can add in the amount of buildings, whatever buildings you want to build, and do that. And what we have in the right is also a simple start and time so that we can keep track of the number of workers that we have and kind of plan when we want to do our different buildings. So the main thing to note here is that every building will have two corresponding rows. Green is for the start time and blue is for the end time. So let's say we wanted to build another iron smelter. So we start another green and we want to put in the current time. So in that case, that's 9:27 for me. This is in military time. So that would be 21:28 now. And I'll input there. For iron 11, we can see here it takes 10 workers. We paste it in here. Let's say our available population is 35. Um, in this case, just for demo, so it's just equal our available population minus the required population, and we know we've got 25 workers left over that we can build stuff. We also make a corresponding row for it, so we do that. We paste this here, and our end time is simply equals to our start time plus the time taken, and it will auto-populate that for you. And we have this, and we know that our available population is our starting population plus required. and it just kind of helps you keep track and so you keep plan. I do suggest as well you can copy and paste and shift the rows. It's good to sort them in chronological order. Okay, let's delete our demo rows. And so what we see here, so this is the things I planned. I've already started these projects, so I've removed them from the demo list. But there are two more things that I want to build, and I just highlight them in pink here so that I know at 1:08 tomorrow I can start the Quarry 10. Once I start that, you just tick this here so you can keep track of what you've already done in your list and plan accordingly. And yeah, so simple like that. So as I said, we stop using this tracker once Town Hall 13 is unlocked, which will happen tomorrow at 9:55. But we can also keep track of, um, what buildings that we have, so we can copy paste this and continue this on in our second part two. So we can see here Town Hall 14 ends tomorrow at 10, and we have 35 available population. And I've also put in our remaining buildings over here, which is our Quarry 10 and Iron 10 that we started yesterday, that are going to be finished tomorrow. So part two of the tracker is pretty much um, very similar to what we saw through before. So once you've unlocked Town Hall 13, you've built your and mana pool 13 and trading post 6, which takes 36 hours. And now we can prepare to save our core requirements, which in this case are the materials required for Town Hall 14. And in this 36 hours, we're going to accumulate over 1 million of lumber limestone limonite. So with our remaining stock, we can build more things. Minimum storage here, I've updated this to 800,000. Why? What we can see is once we need to start preparing for Town Hall 15 requirements, the max that we need is 800,000. So this is just here to tell us that we need to continue to build more storage. So I've got a storage 10 plan for tomorrow, mana 9, and so on. And quite similar as before, if we want to build iron smelter 11, we just go to floating realm, we copy and we boop it in. So it allows us to track it like that. And same thing as before, we know that we've got 35 people. Mana 13 and trading 6 are gonna require 16 and 15 workers. We know that from over here. So that will give us, um, that will pretty much consume all of our people and we don't have much materials. From yesterday. Yep. So I've just put this for now. This is the projected of what we'll have left over. This could change. So once you go in here, same thing as before. You just update this with whatever you have at that point in time, and then you can sort of continue to plan what you're gonna build based on when things start to become available. We might not, if we don't have any workers, we might not be able to start any projects. Okay. Until our Quarry 10 is finished over here. So that's how you use it. I've put in Town Hall 15 as well. And so this is a better version of this tracker. Happy for you to try it out. I'll share the link to the view only version of the Google Docs. Um, and let me know how it goes. I'll test it out as well, but works, I'll add in the remaining requirements so that you can use this.